Most people hiring VAs in their Amazon business have no idea what to actually track. No time tracking, no way to see who bought what, no clue whether someone's genuinely sourcing profitable products or just handing you a pile of leads, and you still have to sit down and sift through yourself. There's a massive difference between those two things. One saves you hours, the other one just moves work somewhere else and it moves it onto your plate. I've had a proper system running for the last 3 years. Individual targets, commissions on results, but that was hiring the right person myself rather than handing that decision over to someone else. Today I'm going to show you the KPIs that actually matter in my business. And if you don't know what a KPI is, it's a key performance indicator. Just a fancy word for the numbers they need to hit. I'm also showing you why I never outsource who joins my team to an agency and how Profit Path just brought all the tracking you need for your VAs in your team under one roof. So you can say goodbye to some more Google Sheets. That's a win. Quick heads up before we get into this video is sponsored by Profit Path. Everything I'm about to show you is real, and I'll be honest with you what's actually live versus what's still being built out. So here's the bit that most sellers skip completely. They hire a VA and they never actually decide what good looks like. If you don't set a target, you can pay someone 40 hours a week and basically get no real results for it. That's not their fault. That's on you for not setting the bar in the first place. So here's the distinction what matters most. Is your VA giving you leads or are they actually buying products for you? Leads mean you're still doing the work. You're the one sitting through and vetting every single one before you spend a penny. Bought products means the job's actually done for you. Now, I'm not saying you jump straight into that. It doesn't happen overnight. You can't trust someone to buy products with your money the moment they start with you, or even 3 months in. On my team, it generally happens after about 9 to 12 months, but we set things up differently to most people. So you want to know my actual team target numbers? A minimum of 5 products purchased per day per team member. Not 5 leads, 5 different new products we actually buy. That's the standard I hold to everyone. My team sources, they buy, they manage the whole thing from purchase all the way through to sale and after sale, customer returns, everything. You want the rest of my numbers? Every team member has their own target set for spending, sales, and profit. And that's based on their previous year's numbers or based on the team's average if they're brand new. Everyone gets the same training, the same methods, the same tools, but they've all got other KPIs to hit too. Hit your numbers, you get a commission. Exceed your numbers, you get a higher commission, which can add a significant amount to their monthly salary. So here's what those targets look like. Average margin above 14%. Old stock over 90 days compared to new stock, that needs to be under 5%. Sell-through rate target, 19%. Refund rate under 5%. Now here's something I feel very strongly about. Most Amazon sellers will take the easy road and go straight to an agency for a VA. But like everything in life, the easy road generally becomes hard and the hard one becomes easy. And honestly, I don't think you can hand one of the biggest decisions in your business over to someone else. This person you're taking on could end up running parts or all of your business one day. So don't leave this to someone else to pick a name out of a hat, throw it your way. That's not how this should work. You're trusting these people with your business and honestly, your life, right? This business has looked after my family and me for a decade. That's not something you want to be handing over to an agency. So before we even get into this tool, that's the mindset you need to have. You pick the person. Don't let someone else decide who should be on your team. So without further ado, let's get into what you're actually here for. So let's jump into tracking your team members. So let's come over here, we click on settings, and then we come down here to team, and it leads us right here to this page. So this is the new beta version. So I'm not sure what version you're going to see right now. You should see this one, but if you don't, you're going to see one that looks a little bit like this. So this version here is still amazing, does so much, but let's go over the beta version. So before any of this tracking works, you've actually got to get your team members into the system. So you're just going to come here and click on invite, then add their email, send it off, and they're going to come and get into the system. And now once they're added, what you're going to do is you're going to come down to here and you're going to edit their permissions. So there is a ton of different permissions you can add. So you can give them access to Profit Go or not, operations, listing, research, dashboard, whatever you want. You can turn all of these on or off. I'm just going to leave this on admin, full access. But if you only want someone on sourcing, you come and click here. If you only want someone on the operations side of things, click there. This way you don't have someone poking around where they shouldn't be. So once you set that up, we can close that out and then we can come and click on the person. This one is me. So I've just given myself access as a VA and a team member just so we can run through this. This is so brand new. This is still in beta, but by the time this video comes out to you, you should be able to see this version. There's no point in me really going through the old version if it's all going to change. This is much better, much smoother, and we've got so many different features to go over. So once we've added a team member, they're going to actually be able to come up here and click on start session. If I click here, this is going to start a session for me. Let's say we're going through some sourcing today and I want to track myself and see exactly what my performance is. I can do that as well. Let's switch that off for now. And let's set up a few things for our team member. So we're going to come in here, we're going to click on pay and goals. I did this earlier. So basically I'm going to work 160 hours a month and I'm working 5 days a week. My target goal, I put in 20k, let's just rounded it down, and that's going to equal 4,615 a week and 923 a day. That's my target spend. Now we can carry over any unmet goals. If I don't spend enough today, that rolls into tomorrow, and we can put in a base salary. I've given myself €3 an hour. Any max salary you want to do. You can make this as complicated or as simple as you want to. Do you pay them a retainer? Any lead bonus, you can add that in here. And then a minimum goal of leads they need to find a day. Then we come and click on save on that. I've already done that, so I'll click cancel. And here what we can do is actually compare to other team members. So me compared to the other person. Like I said, this is so brand new. We're not fully implemented most of this yet, but I wanted to show you right now because this is hot. So let's close that out. But we can compare to all different team members. Let's have a quick look at this daily activity here. So we can see exactly when the person was working, what they were doing, and we can see this all in granular detail. So what's their cost efficiency, what they've been working on today, and their review status. What have we actually approved today? Then once they've actually been working, it's going to show you their top stores, top sources, top brands, all of these details for you, which are going to be seriously valuable for you going forward. You want to track everything. Right now, we are doing it in lots of different spreadsheets, lots of different systems, lots of different softwares, and now this is going to bring everything in one place. Right, so let's move on. So here we can give our team members tasks. We can give them all different tasks we want them to do. We've got team members who just be doing the admin, team members just going to be doing the sourcing. All of those tasks are going to show up right here. I just put in a few example tasks here. We've got some high priority ones and some medium priority ones here. So we want to add a task, we just come up here. Let's say we want to do FBA shipments. So we can obviously change this however we want to, add images, add a video, links, anything we want to, and pick a date when it needs to be done. Add your priority and then even switch if you want to with the different team members. Then we're going to come down here, assign task. Now let me show you this from the team members point of view. So this is what it looks like in Ricky's dashboard. So here I can come and start a session. Let's work on reimbursements today, for example. And I'm supposed to be sourcing, but let's do this. And then that session's running. And whilst it's running, we can go through and see our to-do list. Okay, so if we want to work on this, we can see what Ricky has sent to Ricky and see what I've actually got to do. So I've got to check all the pings from the previous night, especially check the deal watch. Okay, now I can reply here and just say, yes, boss, and then reply there. And if I've done it all, then I can just mark it as done. So we've got that task running. We can check off things on a to-do list, and we've got all of these work sessions here that we need to work on and ones in the past. And obviously our team member has access to everything that we've given them access to. So all of these different sourcing methods, which we've gone through in all of the videos in the Profit Path series. Make sure you check those out because they're all there for you, available for free. And also we've got the Profit Desk as well. So if you've not seen this video, this is one you must see. This is going to save you so much time and automate so much in your business. So let's stop that session and then we're going to jump back over. So here what we can see is all of those tasks, and obviously we can reply. And then we've got these sessions. So here we're going to see the team member exactly what they've been doing in all of those sessions. Now these are obviously all examples, but you can see the power of this, right? Not only is it tracking, but you can use this for your messaging as well. Now currently we're spending a ton of money on Google Workspace. This can change all of that. And if you love Discord, which I know a lot of you do, all of this messaging can be done inside Discord. We can come here, click on notifications on, and this is going to ping everything, all of the chat inside Discord for you. So we can turn on or off exactly what we want to, and then save that. And if you don't know about the private Discord, you haven't seen that video, that's in the series available here on YouTube for you for free. Get involved with that because we've set up this entire Discord server just for us, me and my team, and all of these different bots and alerts running just for us. No one else gets involved, just the team and me. And all of those messages, we can get them to populate down here for us. So if you love working just in Discord, then this is for you because everything will come here. So now we checked out the sessions, now we can jump into payouts. So this is when we're going to pay people out, obviously. We need to pay people for the work they've done. And this is where we can see exactly what we owe people. So we can come here and we can see, and we can attach an invoice or change things around if we need to. So let's jump into the VA view. This is brand new, so we can come and see exactly what our team needs to do. All of the to-do lists, all of the work sessions, and then we see exactly what they've been working on. The sourcing, their monthly goals are here as well, the hours they've worked, the approval rating, mine's obviously not very good today. Good job on my own boss, right? And then the sessions for this week. And it looks like I'm behind, dang it. And this is so powerful because again, this is bringing so many Google Sheets into one place. We're using an external tracker. We've got all these different sheets for people. Now we can bring it all in here. Do you see how powerful this could be? Even if you just got one VA, just to have all this tracking in one place, amazing, right? If they're your sourcing VA, they're going to be spending most of their time in here anyway. And here's a little tip. If you're about to hire your first VA and you want to hire a sourcing VA, I would strongly suggest you reconsider and hire an admin VA. Why? Because you can hire an admin VA for like £3 an hour and they can take so many tasks off your hands really easily. Most new sellers, they don't know how to source and they want to hire a sourcing VA because they think that's going to be the magic button and everything is solved. Unknowingly, they don't know how to analyze the products they're being sent. That's a problem. Hire an admin VA first. Get them to take care of the tasks that A, things you don't want to do, B, things you shouldn't be doing, and C, then it's the ones that you don't know how to do. Once you get someone coming in and doing all the admin for you, they give you back an hour, 2 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours. Once they're taking care of all those tasks, then you can start training them up to source. And then that's when things get really exciting. The good thing there is, when you hire someone else to do the admin, because your first person's doing the sourcing for you now, and they're struggling to keep up with the admin, then you get the first person to train the second person. You have less to do, you have less involvement, and you actually start to become freer. You can start getting off the hamster wheel that you've created for yourself in this business and actually start becoming the CEO. Get one step closer to becoming the owner, not the operator. That's the goal, right? So do yourself a favor, before you even start searching for someone to hire, get 3 lists done. What you don't want to do, what you shouldn't be doing, and what you don't know what to do. That'll give you a good basis to create a job post. And whilst we're talking about hiring, here's how I do it. No agencies, remember. And I used to put a job post out and then I used to spend hours browsing CVs or be searching for someone, find someone, get attached. I really want to hire them. They're going to be great. And then they don't respond. Just a massive waste of time. Now I'll go straight and post a job post, and I'm going to hire the best person available right now in this moment in time. And I'm only going to hire the people that really do what I'm asking them to do, and the people that are responding fast. I need them to respond. I need them to be available now, and I only spend time on people that get through the screening process. And by the way, if you're thinking about hiring a VA in your business, it's never going to feel like the right time. It's always going to feel like a bit of a stretch. It's always going to feel uncomfortable. It's a bit like having a kid, right? It's never going to be perfect, but you do it anyway. Otherwise there'll be no parents. Sometimes you've got to take the jump. If you know it's right for your business, you know you want to get to the next level, that's what you got to do. And some people think they need a whole library of SOPs before they hire someone. You don't. You just start recording a video, you give them a video, they can then go away, watch that video, do the task, report back to you, and get them to write an SOP. Because if they can do the task properly, they can write an SOP for you. Just give them a simple template, and then they start building a library for your business. You can check it off and approve it. It's that easy. And once you have hired them, make sure you get them inside Profit Path, inside the ecosystem. This is not just one tool. And if you've been following me along in this series, you can see how powerful this thing is, and it is getting better and better and better. There is about 3 more different massive upgrades that they've made since we started this series 10 weeks ago. It's absolutely insane. And these guys are so on fire, it's unbelievable. If you want to message the team to tell them anything, if you've got any issues, if you've got any ideas, tell them, because they action things so fast. Most of the time before the day ends, it's done. That's the type of people I want to be working with. That's the kind of partner I want in my business. And that's why I asked them to sponsor this channel. But remember, if you hire a VA and it's not working, then cut it. The limit is 3 months. If it's not working after 3 months and you trained them, because don't think they're just going to be a plug and play. That's the problem with agencies. Everyone thinks they're going to go to an agency, get a VA, plug it into the business, it's going to work perfectly. It's not like that. These are real people, real lives, real families. That's why it's got to click between the two of you. Otherwise it's just not going to work. So if it doesn't work, 3 months, that's it, cut it. So look, I'll be straight with you. We're not actually using the VA side of this fully yet, since it's brand new and we've already got our own systems in place. It's going to take us a little time to shift over everything that we've already been doing. But if you're starting from scratch or have no system at all right now, this is genuinely a game changer for your business. Time tracking, activity tracking, permissions, pay, goals, performance, all under one roof. Say goodbye to another Google Sheet. And to be clear, this isn't about replacing your team with software. I want to keep every one of my people. It's about giving them better tools so their time actually counts for something. And all of this is part of the wider Profit Path ecosystem. I've recorded 10 videos in this series showing you every part of the software. And it's honestly been really good for me recording this series, because I've had to dig even deeper to show this to you. And it's genuinely the best thing on the market right now. If you're not using the whole Profit Path ecosystem yet, I think it's a must for 2026. We're smashing our targets for the year, and I want you to do the same. Now the tool gets you the tracking on top of everything else Profit Path does: Profit Desk, Profit Go, building your own Discord alert system. But what it doesn't do is teach you how to find and hire the right person in the first place. And that's exactly why I put together the VA Hiring Playbook just for you. Everything in this video and a lot more: screening, interviews, red flags, training, all of it I've learned in the last 5 years hiring VAs and running multiple teams. One playbook, all of it. And I'm dropping the code PROFITPATH75 to give you 75% off of the whole playbook. So you get it for just £49 instead of $200. Links below. Hire the right person, stop spending £800 to £1,000 per VA using an agency, and do it the proper way. If you want to see everything we've spoken about in action, make sure you join the AMZ Unleashed community. It's free, we run live sessions in there, and we get all your questions answered every day. And if you want to try Profit Path yourself, the link below doubles your free trial to 28 days, plus 10% off your first month. Next video, I'm going right back to the start. No systems, no plan, €500 and wanting to make as much money as possible. 5 years of doing it the hard way before anything even existed like Profit Path to make things easier for us. And then the last 5 years of actually creating a system, a real business, and becoming the owner, not the operator. And that's what I want for you too. That one's coming up next. You can see that video here. I'll see you there.